Back in August, the Note 7 was released. It could have been the best phone of 2016, but then there was the exploding problem. After Samsung recalled it, they sort of replaced it with working models, but instead it still exploded and they tried to cover it up. Now it has been discontinued and Samsung has to make up for covering up the exploding problem of the Note 7. So this is going to be with the S8. In the design department, it's going to be somewhat similar to the Note 7, at least on the back, but on the front, the entire front of the phone will be taken up by the display. So this concept from TechDroider shows this. It will be front and back Gorilla Glass 5, just like the Note 7, making for a very durable design. There will also be a big innovation in not just the how much the screen to body ratio, but in the screen itself. It will now curve onto every side instead of just the edges. And this will be on all models, or at least the S8 and the S8 Edge, not just one Edge model. We're not sure about what the S8 Active is going to be like, though. The S8 is likely to come with a 4K display on the bigger model and a 1440p display on the smaller one. The Samsung Galaxy S7, when it was released, had a camera that blew just anything else away. Now, since then, LG, Google, and Apple have been making better cameras on their phones, so Samsung is probably going to have a huge camera upgrade in the S8, which will once again blow away anything else that we have. Not just in the camera quality, though. This time the resolution is going to go up a lot. It is rumored to be a 30 megapixel dual camera sensor, or a 30 megapixel dual camera setup. We're not sure if they will both be 30 megapixels, but it's probably going to be regular and telephoto. However, other rumors say that Samsung will continue worrying about the quality more than the resolution, which may be a good thing because the Google and Apple are offering the same resolution. Only LG is offering a higher resolution with the better camera, so they may want to stick with innovating the quality with a 12 and 13 megapixel dual camera. The front camera is also likely to be a lot better, with either an 8 or 9 megapixel resolution. We're not sure about the innovations in camera technology, though. We only know really about the resolutions. Older Android devices have definitely had a problem with speed. Often apps would open slowly and actions would take a long time to complete. But now it is not like that. They have sped up. And Samsung is likely to continue to speed up their devices in 2017. And this time it will be by a lot with different possibilities. We're not so sure how fast it will be, but it will be very impressive. The minimum 3.2 gigahertz. 3.2 gigahertz with 6 gigabytes of RAM. There also may be 3.6 or 4 gigahertz. 3.6 gigahertz with the Snapdragon and 4 gigahertz with the Exynos. They will be built on a 10 nanometer process, have the 6 gigabytes of RAM, and the cellular connectivity will be up to 1 gigabit per second. Samsung is likely to raise the capacity of the batteries in this year's S8, and these batteries will come from LG to prevent exploding problems. They have to make sure that it doesn't explode. Although we'll probably still see exploding reports, all batteries explode, and people will probably, unfortunately, make a big deal out of any S8 battery that explodes. But these S8 batteries will probably be 4,200 milliamp hours in size, compared to 3,600 milliamp hours for the S7 Edge. This will allow for much higher battery life, although it can't raise by too much, as it does have those new 4K displays to push. Samsung is likely to be putting the iris scanner from the Note 7 into the S8. They are also likely to be putting something new in it, a mini projector. We've seen this on the Moto Z in a mod, but this will be built right into the phone. The S8 is likely to come with a USB-C charging port like the Note 7 did. And it will I think that the big question about features is, will it include 3D Touch? And it probably will include 3D Touch. This was rumored to happen with the S7, but it didn't happen with the S7, so it will probably happen with the S8. Galaxy S8 is also likely to remove the headphone jack. This seems to be something that's happening in phones more and more, with the Moto Z, iPhone 7, phones like that, removing the jack. But Samsung will be replacing it with a second generation headphone jack or something like that will be incompatible with iPhones, meaning that their new plan may be to lower iPhone sales instead of raising their sales, since iPhone is the biggest competitor to Samsung. Now, people are wondering if the Note 8 will be a thing, but Samsung has actually already confirmed it in an announcement that they made. There will be a Note 8. And there is another Samsung phone planned to come alongside these two, called the Samsung Galaxy X. This will be a flexible phone it will have a flexible OLED display and possibly 8 inches. So this may be why we haven't seen a Samsung Galaxy Tab S3 yet. I guess that's all. Samsung will be coming up with new standards that are only compatible with Android, but they will also be coming out with some innovative new things in this new S8.